Hello, Eleanor. This is Grandma again. You know, our house is starting to look a lot like Christmas. I bet yours is too. Look at all the decorations on the shelf. And you know what Grandma did today? Grandma put decorations on the Christmas tree. Our tree is just about ready for Christmas. But while I was putting the ornaments on, I came across something. Let's see, where is it? Oh, look what I found. Look at that. I found this little gingerbread man. It's an ornament to hang on the tree, and it reminded me of a really fun story that I'd like to read to you. So here it is. It's called The Gingerbread Baby by Jan Brett. Do you know this story? The pictures are so awesome. The Gingerbread Baby. Look at, there's a little boy and a dog and a cat. And that's the house he lives in. There, oh boy, here we go. It was cold outside. It was warm inside. A fine day for gingerbread, Matti thought. Matti's mother put the big blue bowl on the table and lit the stove, and Matti took down a worn-looking cookbook with old-fashioned writing on the cover. He opened it up to the page that said, Gingerbread Boy. So let's look at this picture now. There's his mother lighting the stove. Oh, look, there's the big blue bowl. And look at Matti climbing the stepladder to get the old cookbook down. And oh, I can see the cookbook in this little page with a picture of a gingerbread boy. They measured and mixed. Matti rolled the dough into the shape of a gingerbread boy, and they popped him in the oven. Bake a full 8 minutes. No more, no less. Do not peek, the recipe read. Matti listened to the clock. Tick, tock, tick. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3, 4, 5. Matti couldn't wait any longer. He opened the oven door to take a peek, but instead of a gingerbread boy, out jumped a gingerbread baby. Oh no, it jumped out of the oven. Oh goodness. And pranced around the big blue bowl. I am the gingerbread baby, fresh from the pan. If you want me, catch me if you can. Oh boy, look, he's standing on the edge of the bowl. Oh, that's got a reindeer on the bowl, doesn't it? And oh no, look, there's the bowl on the floor. It broke. Matti's mother reached for the gingerbread baby to put him back in the oven, but he ran all around the kitchen. The door opened, and in came Matti's father. What's that delicious smell? He asked as the gingerbread baby tumbled through his legs and outside into the yard. Oh no. This side shows the cutout that Matti made of the gingerbread boy, and this side shows the gingerbread baby outside running, and there's the cat. Oh boy. He ran by the tabby cat. She twitched her tail and sprang at him. They rumbled and tumbled, but the gingerbread baby came out on top. He ran toward the garden wall. The dog caught a whiff of the tasty ginger and sniffed along behind him, but the gingerbread baby was halfway up when the dog caught up. He barked and barked at the gingerbread as the gingerbread baby climbed over the wall. There he goes, up the wall. There's the mother and the father and the cat and the dog, and nobody can catch him. Well, Matti was still inside. He heard his mother and father yelling. He heard the cat meowing and a dog barking. He heard the gingerbread baby shouting, "Catch me if you can." Matti opened up the worn-looking cookbook for the second time. There he is. Wonder what he's doing. Why isn't he chasing the gingerbread baby? Meanwhile, the gingerbread baby wheeled on down the road and into the barn. The goats looked up as he somersaulted across their backs. The last one tried to catch him, but the gingerbread baby was too fast. Martha and Madeline were standing by the well when the gingerbread baby stopped to take a drink. There they are, at the stone well. Martha leaned over and talked to the gingerbread baby, while Madeline crept up behind him with the bucket, ready to pop it over him. But they couldn't fool the gingerbread baby. Look, there's Matti. He's mixing. And over here, he's rolling. I wonder what he's making. Oh man, look, the gingerbread baby didn't like that they tried to catch him. So he took one braid from Martha and one braid from Madeline and knotted them together. And then ran on down the road. Back in the house, Matti stirred and mixed and rolled the dough. He shaped it and put it in the pan and into the oven. Tick, tock, tick, 8 long minutes. But this time, he didn't peek. I will catch him if I can, Matti said to himself. What do you think he's making? He thinks whatever he's making will help him catch the gingerbread baby. What is that? It doesn't look like a gingerbread man. As he was bouncing along, the gingerbread baby saw a farm wagon just ahead. He jumped in and settled down for the ride next to a mama pig. The smell of gingerbread was too much for her. She tossed him high in the air, closed her eyes, and opened her mouth, ready to eat him. But the gingerbread baby twisted in the air and came down hard on her piggy snout. Oh dear. I am the gingerbread baby, too quick for the mother and father, too fast for the cat and dog and goats, too clever for Martha and Madeline, too smart for the mama pig. Who's left? Catch me if you can. Oh, he's just teasing everybody, isn't he? Catch me if you can. It just makes them want to catch him even more, doesn't it? Well, feeling smug, the gingerbread baby strolled along by himself until he came to a bridge that crossed over to the village. And just as he got to the middle, he heard running feet behind him. And he saw a crowd of villagers in front of him. The gingerbread baby was trapped. He jumped up onto the railing and backflipped through the air and landed on a chunk of ice floating down the river. Oh boy. How's he gonna get out of this pickle? Oh my goodness. Oh, let's look what Matti's doing. Look what he's built. Oh my goodness, what is that? It almost looks like walls or something. Oh my gosh, look, there's a roof. It's like a house. Huh, interesting. The ice bobbed along with the gingerbread baby, dancing on top and singing in a loud voice. Look at me. What do you see? The best gingerbread baby ever. There he is. Until his feet got cold and he jumped ashore. Ooh, who was that watching from the trees? It was the fox. He crept up behind the gingerbread baby, ready to eat him. But the fox couldn't help himself. He licked his chops. The gingerbread baby heard him and ran as fast as he could. Wow, I think he got away just in the nick of time. If that fox had been quieter, he might have caught that gingerbread baby. Well, now what did he find? Just when the fox was catching up, the gingerbread baby saw the milk and cheese man with the can of milk. The perfect hiding place, he thought. He lifted the lid. Can you see him? He lifted the lid and lowered himself inside. He was so pleased that he sang at the top of his voice, of his gingerbread voice. Ha ha, he, you'll never find me. I'm the gingerbread baby. Catch me if you can. Oh boy, but look. The milk and cheese man heard the gingerbread baby's voice. Who's meddling with my milk? He shouted, and he lifted the lid, but the gingerbread baby was ready. He jumped up and tweaked his nose. Tweak, just like this. Tweak. Ouch. That must have hurt. Oh, let's see what Matti's doing. Oh my gosh, I see a roof, and it looks like frosting. And on this side, what have we got? Oh, he's making a gingerbread house. Look, he's decorating it with peppermint sticks and candies. Wow. So, what's the gingerbread baby going to do next? Wow, now look at this. Now the milk and cheese man, the fox, the villagers, the mama pig, Martha and Madeline, the bleating goats, the barking dog, the meowing cat, the father and the mother were all after the gingerbread baby and getting closer. And he knew it. The brash baby was not as peppy and proud as he had been. He sniffed a familiar smell and followed his nose into the woods. What do you suppose he smelled? Look at everybody following him. And there, he couldn't believe his eyes. There in the middle of a clearing was a gingerbread house, frosted with sugar and covered with candy, and doors with peppermint handles wide open. The gingerbread baby clapped his hands with glee and ran inside. Look at him clapping his hands. Yay. Let's see, there are all the people and animals coming. And who's over here? Look, there's Matti watching from behind a tree. Ooh. In a tick-tock-tick, everyone arrived in the clearing, but all they found were a very few bits of frosting, a peppermint candy, and some crumbs. The father exclaimed, "The gingerbread baby has finally met his match." "I wonder who it was," said the mother. "Let's go home and tell Matti." There they go, off toward their house. But look, there's Matti carrying something. I bet he's going off toward his house too. Oh, and look who's over here. The poor fox, he missed out on it, didn't he? Hello, Matti, his father said when they got home. We never did catch that gingerbread baby. All we found were some crumbs in the snow. I see you've been busy, his mother said, looking at the gingerbread house Matti was holding. Oh, it's too bad we never caught the gingerbread baby. Too bad, said Matti. He didn't tell them, did he? Oh, boy. Only Matti could hear the tiny voice from inside the gingerbread house. Do you think the gingerbread baby's in there? Oh, goodness. Oh, look, we can find out. The house opens up. Look at that. And there he is. I'm the little gingerbread baby, lucky as can be to be living in the house that Matti made for me. Aw, he's happy. He loves his new house, doesn't he? And that's the story of the gingerbread baby. And you know what? Now I think it's time to put the last ornament on the Christmas tree. Grandma's gonna walk right on over to the tree and put the gingerbread baby on, right where he belongs, right there in front. There. And that's it. All done. Love you. Bye-bye.